On the one hand, the economic data seems to be stabilising. Spanish manufacturing, for example, growing faster than Germany's, if you believe that. On the other hand, Portugal and Greece. So what can we expect to hear from the ECB and Draghi today?
I think we expect to hear a clear message that the ECB is not the Fed, that the ECB will remain accommodative, and that what the Fed do isn't necessarily reflected in the ECB. I think that's the first thing he wants to get across. The second thing, I think, is that the ECB will make more progress on the SME lending scheme. If we go back to last Friday's Heads of State Summit, then there was quite a clear intent to boost SME lending through the EIB, and additionally the ECB was rewarded with the single resolution mechanism being agreed in principle. And I think that's quite important for the ECB. So they think the ECB need to repay the politicians, and I think that will come through an SME lending scheme and potentially hints of rate cuts to come in the future.
But more immediately, obviously we've got Portugal and Greece. Now it looks as though the Portuguese coalition government may hold together. There's talks underway there. But Greece has said, the finance ministry has said its reform targets won't be met. What do you think Draghi will have to say about those two situations?
I think when it comes to country-specific comments, you do sort of tend to see the ECB really sort of sticking to the broader Troika script, namely that countries need to continue to keep on programme. So I think he'll sort of echo that message. That's an important message ahead of the crucial Eurogroup meeting next Monday. But I think it's really the politicians in Northern Europe and Greece that really need to sort the situation out by Monday.
OK, the Bank of England, recent data here in Britain has been, let's face it, uniformly positive, or at least better than expected. Do you think this kind of trend will make Mark Carney take QE off the table completely?
I think QE is a bit of a long shot in the short term anyway, because the majority of the MPC don't really favour it. So I don't think Carney's going to push hard on that. I think he probably will push hard on forward guidance, given if you look at the short sterling strip, the market's fearful about rate hikes in future years. And I think he'll want to calm that down. And to undertake forward guidance in the UK would be one way of doing that and actually making his mark. I don't know whether that will occur in July. It's more probable it will occur in August.